Welcome to Singularity Speaks. I'm here with my two co-hosts, Rick and Lee. Hey, guys.
Hey, Paul.
Hey.
So today, we're here to look at the actual burning garbage fire that is the modern news cycle. Instead of trying to put it out, though, we're just here to bring marshmallows and make s'mores. So for the next hour or so, we'll ignore politics, we'll ignore the economy, all the stuff that divides everybody and everybody argues about as something we can all agree on. Talk about the weird, the stupid, the completely unhinged events that somehow actually happened in real life this year. We've gathered the most ridiculous, laugh out loud headlines the universe has to offer. We're going to dissect them until we figure out exactly what is wrong with humanity. Spoiler alert, it's a lot. So buckle up, lower your expectations for the human race, and let's get at it. So I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys have raccoons? Do you guys have trash bandits? Or any critters that get into your trash?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You do?
I get raccoons on our roof, and that is the most annoying thing, is they wake me up in the middle of the night running across the roof.
What about
they
you?
live in the sewer here, so they always come out of, there's a sewer, there's a drain right next to where I park the car, so sometimes I'm greeted by a little raccoon.
Are these some kind of oversized ninja raccoons?
I wish. I mean, they do have a little ninja mask on, but I think that's just their fur. But no, they're so scary.
Yeah, they look scary, and they can have rabies and stuff. But up here where I'm at, the raccoons are really a problem. They know stuff is in the trash can, so they'll spend all night trying to get in it. And one time I was cleaning the upstairs, and there's a balcony upstairs, and I thought, I can just put trash bags out there. They're not going to get to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did. They somehow got up there and ripped those open. And then so stuff was thrown all over the yard from up on the balcony. But it turns out, and this is actually near me, there's a raccoon that's gotten the name Jimothy on the internet. Have you guys heard of Jimothy the raccoon?
I have seen video of Jimothy.
Yeah.
It is creepy as everything, man. What the heck?
Yeah. So I was going to show you.
Yeah.
So I guess he's got some kind of spinal deformity. He looks like a little ball of fur with legs. People are calling him a cryptid and stuff. People seem to think he's cute, maybe during the day, but at night it looks horrifying.
Dude, yeah.
So let's see. What's the news of this? The Ballard neighborhood of Seattle. A local raccoon has become a global internet icon. The raccoon, officially dubbed Jimothy by the internet, has a congenital deformity that makes his spine unusually short. The result, he doesn't look like a raccoon. He looks like a furry, compressed little bowling ball waddling around the city. A short video of him titled simply, "What Am I Looking At?" has racked up over 10 million views. People are so obsessed with Jimothy that he now has his own dedicated subreddit.
Oh my gosh.
Locals are sharing sightings of the stout legend all over town. Let me see. So I guess you guys have already seen him, but I was going to share here.
He's so creepy looking. And his legs look stupid long, too. What?
Yeah, they look really long. He's got cat legs.
If you want to see what he looks like, just put in Jimothy raccoon.
I've seen a raccoon with no hair.
Oh, wow.
And that's weird enough looking. He looks like a little gremlin or something. What in the heck?
Yeah, that looks kind of terrifying. And you can see his four legs don't all it seems like they don't all extend to the ground.
Yeah.
It's so then he can run on his hind legs.
So he can run on his hind legs with his little kind of like T-Rex or something with his little front paws dangling down.
Mm-hmm.
That's creepy looking.
Yeah, that's not right.
You know what? I just got a kind of a morbid thought in my head. You know, in ancient China, they used to wrap women's feet.
Yeah.
Because some creep thought it was attractive or whatever, so then would wrap women's feet so that they had baby feet all their lives. Some psychopath could create a Jimothy army, breed raccoons, but then wrap them up so that their spine never gets fully developed. And then release them on the neighborhood, and then on one night, secretly breed hundreds of Jimothy raccoons, wrapped up so their spines never fully develop, and then release them on the neighborhood on Halloween or something,
Oh my God.
Just watch all the car accidents happen. It seems like something the Joker would do.
That's a
I don't know
evil
where my mind.
genius.
I'm really not. I'm really a nice guy. Like I don't know why my mind goes in these. Like,
what is going on in that head of yours, Paul? Yeah. That's not right.
I know. Yeah, like release the Jimothy army and then just watch
army of freak raccoons.
You can imagine some like old guy. He's like, I don't want the kids knocking on my door this Halloween. I'm going to release the Jimothys,
I'm surprised it has lasted as long as it has. Usually animals with some deformities, they have trouble. They can have trouble surviving in the wild. But I mean, that's evolution, right? I guess.
Yeah, they've got no social safety net to help them survive into adulthood, right? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And so they end up just like, but somehow Jimothy, I guess it was just not bad enough that he was able to. He can get around, but yeah, creepy looking.
And I remember this was about 20 years ago. I was living in an apartment and we had a raccoon living in our attic area up above the apartment. And we'd hear him crawl around up there and chewing things. And I don't know what the heck he was doing up there. And we told the super, right? So super comes over. He looks in there and he's like, nope, I ain't touching that. He's like,
they don't pay me enough. He's like,
exactly.
You have to live. He's like, I don't live here. He's like,
well, I remember coming home one night and this raccoon is on the roof and he's looking down, making all kinds of noises, looking down. And I look down and there's this other raccoon, I swear, like 5 feet in front of me. I don't know how I missed this thing. And he turns around, he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen right now? I think I'm going to die.
He's looking at you. He's like, I see you there.
Right. Well, right next to him, I see a bunch of little baby raccoons. So I watch as the other raccoon climbs himself or herself, whatever, up to the roof along with the other one. And the babies are stuck down below. And I'm like, what are you guys doing?
You're like, you guys are bad parents.
Right. And I see these babies, they're trying to find a way up there, right? And I'm like, oh man, this is dumb. Like, why would they leave their little ones down here? So we worked with the neighbors. We got the little baby raccoons in this box without pissing off the parents. And then we dumped them up on the roof. And we thought we were like, it was great because we rescued these little baby raccoons and reunited them with their parents.
So you got them in a box and then you released them to their parents on the roof?
Yep. Yeah.
The parents are like, we were trying to get away from them.
Well, the crazy thing was I had to run out for something a little bit later. And I go out and there's the whole family running across the street. And I was like, all of that for nothing. All of that for nothing. What a waste of time.
You like risk getting scratched and getting rabies and stuff.
Right. Exactly. I was, what did I do?
Just for him to run right back into the sewer.
Yes.
Man, you were talking about how it like looked you in the eyes and stuff. My friend Anthony was telling me he was like in a cabin as a kid, right? And he came out it was dark out. He came outside of the cabin and there was a trash bin. And he said this huge bear was like digging through the trash and he froze, right? And there were lights on at night still though. And he froze. And then the bear like heard him and like looked up from the trash. And he said, the way he said it was so funny. The bear looked at him like, can I help you?
Dude, a bear? I ain't messing with the bear. I mean,
no.
Yeah.
But it just makes you wonder what's going through animals' minds when they look at us that way.
Dude, I remember one morning I had to take the trash out, right? And I go and I've got the trash that was in the house and I got to take it out to the trash can on the side of the house. And then I got to wheel the trash can out because the garbage men were coming to pick up the trash bins that day. So I go out and I lift the trash can lid to throw something in there. And there's this big old fat and happy possum staring right back at me like, What's up, dude?
Possum, they're so creepy looking. Like they don't even need like a spinal deformity, like to look terrifying. They're just nightmare fuel the way they look. Like
that's what Jimothy kind of reminds me of as a possum.
Yeah. He does look like
He's cuter than a possum.
Oh
I mean, God. I still don't like that he's taking views away from Mudang, but you know. I wonder who's going to be the next viral animal. Because he's like oh wait, no, it was Mudang, but then Punch the Monkey stole all of Mudang's views.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the one that was like the sad little monkey that the mom rejected him? The sad little
monkey with the monkey doll.
That's so sad. Like, yeah, his mom rejected him and then they gave him a monkey doll.
Yeah, and now it's Jimothy taking views away from Punch. He's just going to have to go back to his lonely life in the zoo with his stuffed monkey.
All right. I've got a story here. Are we ready for the next one? We're going to go to Florida, right? Because everything crazy happens in Florida. NBC Miami. Just when you thought you tried every pizza known to mankind, a restaurant owner in Florida has something special you most likely haven't tried. Garlic butter python pizza.
Whoa.
Right.
Oh my.
And best of all, it's
what made
free.
them think of that?
It's free. You have to pay for it. So all you have to do is catch a Burmese python during Florida's 2026 Python Challenge and turn that sucker into the restaurant for a free large pizza covered in python meat. Doesn't that sound delicious?
Oh, wow.
Is it guaranteed to be your python? No,
no,
I don't want somebody else's python.
It's so, so
do they have that big of a python problem there?
Yeah. So they started.
So that's how they're taking care of the python.
That's how they're dealing with it. So they have every year for the last 20 something years, they've had a python challenge to try to see who can get the most Burmese pythons, because it's taking over and destroying their ecosystem, and because they don't have any natural predators out over there. Mm-hmm. They've had this challenge for a while, but back in 2017, they started throwing money prizes at it. So you can win, what is it, $25,000 total. The ultimate grand prize is $10,000 winner.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So you go out into the Everglades and you try to catch as many pythons as possible.
You just club them over the head?
I don't know. Well,
it sounds like kind of a dangerous thing to encourage the public to do. Like, are pythons actually,
but
safe
think about it. Then you kind of get rid of Florida's pretty populated.
Maybe that's actually the goal. Like, they're not getting rid of the pythons.
They're hoping people get eaten by pythons.
Bring those housing costs down. Jeez. Yeah.
So they'll put like pepperoni python or something, or.
So this guy, his idea was, okay, we need to have something to do with these pythons. Like they still have some value to them. He calls himself a swamperpreneur. Snake hunter. So he launched the promotion to support the state's annual python cull, so people can bring it in. Now he isn't. So you can't process python meat unless you're a licensed commercial butcher, which he is not.
Oh.
He can still give it away. He just can't sell it. So that's how he's getting around it. So
that's how he gets around it. Like,
if you bring in a python, or even if you just ask, I guess, for this pizza, you can get a python pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound appetizing, but I've only had snake once, and it wasn't very good. I wasn't a fan of it.
Well, just make sure you order it without veggies so you don't get that diarrhea parasite as well.
Man, that's great.
He says the python fat is rendered into skin oils, creams, soaps, and then the bones are made into jewelry and decorative items sold at his shop. So he's trying to make use of all of the animal, so none of it goes to waste.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is he, for the rest of the year, is he a normal pizza place? Or?
Yeah, I suppose so.
I'd be kind of afraid to go even on the off season to that guy's place. It's like he's willing to use anything for meat. It's like, what is this guy? He's all, man.
Like, can I get a slice of pepperoni? Like, coming right up, buddy.
Like he's all, pepperoni. He's like, wink, wink. He's like,
yeah.
I'm a man. Your pizza
coming right up.
Like, your pizza's such a good deal. He's like, man, I get the best deals on meat. He's like,
it's like, what's the secret ingredient? Eat up, and I'll tell you.
Take another bite.
No.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. Well, so to enter into the state challenge, you have to pay like $25 and take a online safety and identification course. You got to be able to pass the test in order to even join the hunt in order to get into this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't live in Florida. I wasn't aware this was a thing. So it's kind of crazy to hear.
That's crazy.
That's even a thing, right?
So can you imagine, imagine you sign up, like you do all the stuff, you put in the paperwork, you sign up, and then you're like, okay, we're on the hunt. Like, what do you do that weekend? All right, let's head out to the swamps, guys. We're going to, where do you go to try to find the pythons? I guess if they're a problem and they're an invasive species, then
they'll come to you.
Yeah, they'll come to you. Yeah.
They'll come to you. Yeah. The pythons know who did the paperwork and they're heading out.
Last year, they removed 294 pythons during the event last year. And it only lasts for 10 or 20 days, something like that. It's not a long amount of time that it happens.
What do you do if there's 400 people out there looking for pythons and some guy's like, I got one. The other guy's like, I saw it first. And they start clubbing each other.
They both have one end of the python and they're like tug of war. They're like,
these poor fucking pythons.
So they do have strict euthanasia rules, though. So the state enforces strict humane killing guidelines. Their hunters are taught a 2-step method to ensure the snake is immediately rendered unconscious before the brain is destroyed. But novices are not allowed to transport live pythons under any circumstances. The snakes must be humanely killed on site at the point of capture and brought to an official check station within 24 hours.
You got to Crocodile Dundee that shit, right out in the Everglades.
Because can you imagine if your neighbor's like, man, we didn't kill him out there, and he comes up and the whole bed of his truck is filled with live pythons.
He's like, swinging them against the truck.
He's like, we're going to get him. You know what this reminds me of? I just looked this up because I was I only vaguely remembered it. And I wanted to see if it was accurate. I guess in India, during British colonial rule, they had a problem with venomous cobras. The government wanted to take care of that problem.
Okay.
So they offered a cash bounty for every dead snake brought in. And it was working initially, right? People were bringing in dead cobras and getting paid. But then what eventually started to happen is...
He started charming them.
No, even worse. What eventually started to happen is people oh, wait a second. So if you go in and bring a dead cobra, the government pays you, right? So then people found some cobras and they're like, I'm not going to bring them in. I'm going to breed them. So people were breeding cobras till they'd have hundreds of cobras. Then they'd kill them and bring them into the government for pay. So it totally backfired, right? Well, then the government realized, oops, this isn't going the way we wanted. So they stopped the program and were like, we're not going to pay you anymore. People are breeding snakes. This isn't working. So then all the people that were breeding snakes was like, well, and they just dumped them out and let them all loose. But I was just thinking about that. I wonder if this python thing could backfire for Florida.
I think that's why they only do it for 10 days. They keep the window short. And then in order to even be a part of it, you have to pass the test and there's an approval process.
That's so bizarre. Living in Florida must just be so bizarre.
I'm sure that's what they say about California, right?
When you were first saying I've got a story out of Florida, right?
Right.
I was like, oh no, I think one of my stories is out of Florida. And then what if we have the same one? And then I realized, like, wait a second, what are the chances? It's like there's a million stories.
There's so many stories out of Florida. Could be
that doesn't really narrow it down. Have you got a story, Lee?
Yeah, Lee's got a story. You want me to read this one, Lee, or you got it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So this story, we're going to Arizona. Arizona toddler declared dead was found alive in the morgue.
Arizona. Wait a second.
Arizona toddler declared dead was found alive in the morgue. 18-month-old boy was pronounced dead after a near drowning, but was found breathing hours later in the hospital morgue. That is absolutely insane.
Wow.
I think it was a drowning too.
Yeah.
So they sent him to the morgue, and man, that's like...
Back in February, on Super Bowl Sunday, the toddler, he was found unresponsive, face down in a backyard pool at a home in Gilbert, Arizona. They said first responders performed CPR and rushed the child to the nearest medical center. At 6:20, the attending physician halted life-saving measures and officially declared the child dead. According to police body cam footage and other reports, several people in the room, including the child's parents and 2 Gilbert police officers, noted that the boy still appeared to be gasping for air and exhibiting a pulse after the declaration.
Wow.
Yeah, right. Like, that is insane. So a nurse dismissed it as agonal breathing, so reflexive, non-functional breathing. When a police officer questioned the death diagnosis, the doctor reportedly responded, "Please do your thing and let me do my thing. I went to medical school for a reason."
Wow.
Yeah. Right?
Man.
Turns out he was missing the Bad Bunny halftime show and just wanted to get the diagnosis over with.
Seriously. What? Wow. Around 7:20, the toddler was moved to the hospital's cold room, the morgue, which is kept between 36 and 39 degrees. And then just before midnight, nearly 6 hours after the time of death, was called, a transporter from the county medical examiner's office arrived to retrieve the body and discovered the child was actively breathing on his own.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
I pictured it like
Totally
completely
terrifying.
different. Like I thought it was like the Resident Evil game opening where you saw the little body bag just kind of like rise up on the table and and just like unzip itself from the inside.
Right.
But it probably wasn't that dramatic.
They said the boy was immediately airlifted to Phoenix Children's Hospital. He survived the ordeal, was later released from the hospital, and has made significant strides in his recovery, though he does require extensive monitoring and therapy.
Man.
Probably years of therapy after that.
Oh, man.
He saw the other side.
That's so traumatizing.
The medical center conducted internal reviews to enact meaningful changes, though they kept specific findings private, and they didn't comment on the doctor's employment status. The police have recommended child abuse and criminal negligence charges against the boy's parents for leaving the child unattended to even be in that situation, right?
But it's Arizona, so they're just like...
Investigators did note a strong odor of marijuana at the home during the Super Bowl party and opened doors that allowed the toddler unsupervised access to the pool area. See, that's what's messed up.
Well, it's got nothing to do with the other.
What a coincidence. What a strange coincidence. Like, come on.
Sure. Yeah. They said the county attorney's office is reviewing the case. That is just... that's none of that is good. That is like all awful all the way around on the parents.
No.
They're like, man,
the only good thing about it was the weed, and like that apparently led to the door being left open.
Can you imagine? They're like, man, it's hot in here. Somebody open that door. Like, the baby's crawling around. Oh well,
The game was pretty boring that year, so I don't blame the kid for going for a swim.
The similar thing from this story happened to my grandmother.
Wow.
I know I'm going to screw up the details, the exact details of it, but the basic gist of it is she was out at the beach and some wave caught her off guard, and I think it ended up breaking her hip.
Oh.
And yeah, and she couldn't swim and got pulled under.
Mm.
Yeah, like because she couldn't move, like because her hip was broken.
Mm-hmm.
The lifeguard came to her rescue, but couldn't get her breathing. Mm. So they ended up calling the ambulance and tried to do CPR or whatever, and they ended up declaring her dead because she wasn't breathing.
Mm-hmm.
And they took her to the morgue, and she woke up at the morgue.
Oh
my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow. That's so scary.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, scared the crap out of the people that were working in the morgue, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Gosh.
They're probably not used to seeing that at all.
Can you imagine one moment you're on the beach and then the next moment you're like waking up in the morgue and like people are looking at you all terrified? Like,
yeah, she had no idea where she was, how she got there, or what was going on. Yeah, she had no idea.
How much longer did she live after that? Like, what was the aftermath of that?
Oh, years and years.
No.
I want to say I might have been an infant around that time or just before I was born. It was somewhere around there. So early 70s. And she lived into her mid 80s when she finally passed in like 1995, 96, somewhere around there.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's terrifying. But this, like hundreds of years ago, they had some inkling that this kind of thing would happen. And I think, can you imagine, like, you don't have all the medical technology, but then somebody you thought was dead, like you're getting the body ready or whatever. And then they kind of like, so you get some inkling of like, oh, this can happen, right? Then they realize like, oh, what if we are burying people when they're not dead? They realize that, right? So they actually somebody came up with a solution and they were doing, I think this was like real. I think they were actually doing this. They would bury people without like a coffin around them, or maybe with a coffin, but like a string tied around their finger or their hand, leading up to like the gravestone with a bell on it. So the idea was like, if you go and visit your deceased loved one and you see the bell ringing, then like get a shovel, I guess. Like,
man, that's so touching.
I love that response. That's so touching. They're like, Uncle Jim's bell's ringing. Somebody run home and get the shovel.
Get the shovel.
Yeah. But can you imagine? You're like, man, is it just the wind or is Uncle Jim ringing?
Man, this story was very depressing. Yeah, that's
wow.
Well, I mean, the kid lived, so it's pretty. It's got a happy ending,
I guess, dude. I don't know that I'd call it a happy ending.
He lived, and he's got to do years and years of therapy.
Right.
And his parents are just, a couple of smoked out hippies.
On the one hand, death. On the other hand, lifetime of trauma. You're like, it worked out pretty well. Come on. You got one of the two. You got the lifetime of trauma.
I just want to know if it ruined their Super Bowl party. I'm pretty sure it did. But
did they get to know? Did they get to see the Bad Bunny?
Did they get to see the Bad Bunny halftime show performance? Because they were missing out. It was pretty sweet.
I can't believe the medical person that's like, I know what I'm doing.
He's like, I've seen a million dead bodies. They all twitch and breathe.
He's fine. Like, how many dead babies I've seen? Get away from me.
He's like, tie a bell to his finger and be done with it.
He's all, don't waste any more time on this one, guys.
Well, and it sounds like the nurse agreed with him as well, which...
She's like, I really need this job.
Sucks.
The nurse is like, man, can you imagine?
We got time for another story? You got another one, Paul?
I do. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out which of these two are the best. I've got another one out of Florida, right? You can't miss with those.
That's true. Yeah.
So I love that you're like, Your delivery was perfect. You're like, that's true. That is true. Totally matter of fact.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. So Florida, we got a master class in how not to commit a felony. Police in Brevard County pulled over a car for a routine traffic stop. The driver of the car swore up and down that there was nothing illegal inside and confidently told the cops they were more than welcome to search the vehicle. The police open the passenger door and find a 31-year-old woman named Terry-Ann Ackery. Sitting right next to Terry-Ann is a large tote bag. Printed in massive letters on the side of the tote bag is the phrase, "Definitely not a bag full of drugs."
Oh, boy.
So the police grabbed the bag, opened it, and it was, in fact, an incredibly dense bag full of drugs. We are talking meth, digital scales, needles, baggies, basically everything but snacks.
Yeah, that's definitely a Florida story.
The best part of the story is that she had just been released from jail 10 days earlier for the exact same crime. She's now back behind bars, proving that Jedi mind trick of hiding in plain sight does actually not work when you buy your luggage from a novelty joke shop.
Man.
But what's amazing is she was like, you know what? What's that? What do they say? The definition of crazy is doing the same thing, expecting something different. Right?
Yeah, expecting different.
So
outcome.
she's like, I got to do something different. Like the same outcome. My bag of drugs, I get arrested. Like, I got to change something.
The outside note on the bag was what she changed? Is that?
Was what she changed. So she's like, she's going to put a note on the bag now. Definitely not a bag. Not a bag full of drugs.
Oh, my God. Dude, what is... Man. Like, sometimes you think, how dumb can people be?
Mm-hmm.
And then they still surprise you with how dumb they can be.
Yeah. I mean, I sometimes wonder what is really going on with that? Like, is she just thinking, well, I'm going to get arrested anyway. I may as well like make a mockery of her. Like, what's really happening? Like, maybe is somebody really that stupid, or is she just making a mockery of the system, going like, well, they're going to find it. I may as well like put a huge note on it. One about my favorite stories, like stupid criminals. This was from years ago, though. The guy that like his friend showed him a trick with like lemon juice. Do you know those like secret writing things you did as a kid where like you can't see it and then you hold it up in the light and the letters come out?
Yeah, so okay. I remember this. Yeah.
You remember this type of thing? You know the story I'm talking about?
No.
If you do, good, because like it sounds so crazy that it couldn't even be true. So if you've heard of this. So this guy showed his friend that like lemon juice can make like a message disappear. You squeeze lemon juice on it and like the message disappears or something. Okay. So somehow this guy like legitimately got the idea that if he put lemon juice on his face, he would be like, people couldn't see his face.
What?
Yeah. Oh. And so, so that's what it was. Like his friend showed him a trick where his friend like squeezed lemon juice on it and then he could see it. But then his friend took a picture and was like, look, it's not showing up on the picture. Like the lemon juice makes the camera not show it. You know what I mean? So he could see it with his eyes. But his friend made him think like, oh, but then the lemon juice on it makes it invisible to cameras. And you could think of how easy that could do. Like you could take a picture of the piece of paper before it had any writing on it.
Exactly.
And then just pretend like you took the picture a moment ago and just show him that and be like, look, there's nothing on the paper, but really that picture you took before. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So this guy gets the idea. He's like, this is brilliant. Like he can go in, like the problem with robbing a bank is you try to hide your face and you go in with a ski mask. Well, everybody's going to get alerted, right?
Yeah.
So this guy is thinking, oh, this is perfect. Like I can squirt the lemon juice on my face and then I'll go in and everybody can see me. And so nobody gets alerted, but the cameras all be like invisible to the cameras.
Right.
Genius.
That's so stupid.
So his face is all, so what's funny is like you can actually look it up and see the pictures the camera caught and the guy's face is all wet with lemon juice. You know? So he goes into the bank with lemon juice squirted all over his face. And then he robs the bank and leaves and they quickly like pick him up. Right. And then they're showing him pictures and they're like, is this you? And they're showing, And he just kept saying to himself, how did it get a picture? I used the lemon juice. Like he was just like...
If he would have wore a ski mask and robbed a ski lodge, hiding in plain sight, they never would have found him.
That's genius. That is absolutely genius.
Oh my God.
Like I don't know how much money a ski lodge has, but
the small town bank right next to the ski lodge, right? And everybody's going in there. Like you actually look suspicious if you're not wearing a ski mask.
Exactly.
In that bank, right? That's. Oh man, do we have time for one more?
Yeah, I got one. I got a good one.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. All right. So this one, this is a story from Newsweek. Thank you, Newsweek, for this story. Mexico warns of diarrhea risk when visiting the United States. Oh, how the tables have turned as Mexico warns visitors to the United States to be aware of horrible spastic diarrhea spreading across the U.S. faster than you can say Montezuma.
Is this the lettuce?
Yes.
This is the diarrhea lettuce.
Yes, this is the diarrhea lettuce.
Man, there's no scarier headline than 2 words, diarrhea lettuce.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've narrowed it down to lettuce that's been served at all locations, Taco Bell.
Yep. In San Diego, right?
Of everything Taco Bell, that's the least likely. We've got high-class restaurants serving lettuce, but Taco Bell? Why Taco Bell? Sorry.
So they said that most of the outbreaks have been across 5 Midwestern states. So Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, Ohio, West Virginia.
Texas as well.
Yeah, yeah. It's hit a lot of states, but there's been the major outbreak was in that one Midwestern area, which allowed them to nail down exactly where the lettuce came from. And in an ironic twist, the major agricultural distributor, Taylor Farms, so that's the farm where the lettuce came from, they confirmed that the implicated lettuce was actually grown and sourced from a farm in central Mexico. Damn.
Oh, no.
Leading the company to voluntarily recall the product from the U.S. market.
Wow.
Yeah.
But wait a second. If Mexico is warning about that, is that farm only distributing to the U.S. then?
I don't know, right? I don't know because, the farms subcontract work out to other areas and other farms, and they can sell locally and still grow crops for these bigger corporations, bigger companies. So who knows? But Taylor Farms has had this happen multiple times across.
Have you heard of them before?
Yeah.
Were they the ones that had the green onion Taco Bell, E. coli outbreak and all that shit too?
They're the ones that had the, wasn't spinach, it was romaine lettuce outbreak. Yeah, a couple years ago. Yeah, so
they're the ones behind Diarrhea Gate.
That's it, man. They're the ones. But you can buy Taylor Farms at grocery stores, all over the place. They're available everywhere, right? It isn't just like they only distribute to Taco Bell. They're distributing everywhere. So
I'm going to get some lettuce and call out of work tomorrow.
I'm going to suggest you might want to rethink that one,
right? You can just pretend to be sick.
Nah, I need the proof. The proof is in the pudding.
Well, let's go through this, and then you tell me if you still want to do that, right? So,
you know what I heard though is that because I'd heard about this just recently, my wife told me. She said that it's even worse than if it's not just that the lettuce is dirty or something. It's that there's a parasite in the lettuce.
Yeah.
And then I guess your body will be dormant for a while before it finally hits you.
Yeah.
Before the parasites reproduce enough in your body or whatever it is to where
you can
finally
be in traffic and it'll hit you.
To where you finally get the diarrhea. Yeah. The parasites are like, let's hit him now, boys. He's backed up in the traffic.
The illness, cyclosporiasis.
Oh, man.
It's an intestinal illness caused by Cyclospora cayetanensis, a microscopic parasite spread through food or water contaminated with human feces. You sure you want that lettuce now, buddy? You sure
No.
you want to make?
I mean, I don't mind the parasites, but I could have done without the feces.
Spread through human feces? Oh, my
yeah, it's contaminated.
If that's the only way you can get it,
yeah.
I don't want it.
He's like, isn't there any other way? I'd really like to have tomorrow off. Like, oh my gosh. That's just everything I hear about it gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
So the CDC says that there's been over 1,600 cases so far across 34 states. Yeah.
Oh, man. Is it just lettuce or that's scary?
Mexico's National Epidemiological Surveillance System classified the warning at a medium risk level, urging U.S.-bound Mexican travelers to take strict food and water precautions.
You know what? This raises an alarm like, how bad are things when you're like, how bad is this, sir? Medium. This is what we call medium. Like, what is high? What is high alert? Like, how do you get worse than that? It's like the plane's like all the engines blew up on the plane. And then you ask the pilot, how bad is the situation? Medium, you know? Like,
right.
What is a high situation? That's like,
well, imagine if this hits a few passengers on the plane and like they're all blowing up on the flight end.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
They got that one bathroom on the, oh man, like, can you imagine they serve lettuce on the plane meal, right? And then like the whole plane is trying to, the line to the bathroom.
You were right, Paul. They said the parasite's incubation period ranges anywhere from 2 days to more than 2 weeks.
You got some time.
It says for travelers returning to Mexico to closely monitor their health for up to 14 days and seek professional medical care.
That makes it even scarier because it's like, what is happening in your body in those days before it gets really bad? Well, like, oh, you just got the parasite. Now it's gonna like,
dude, even reading the symptoms, explosive diarrhea, severe stomach cramps, nausea, or fatigue. Like, I don't want any of that. I don't know about you guys.
You know, it doesn't sound worse than a lot of
which one would you pick out of all the symptoms? If you had to pick one, I'd probably go with the diarrhea myself.
This man, I hate to say it, but this reminds me of the like, would you rather be electrocuted or eaten by sharks? You know?
I'd rather be electrocuted while I'm being eaten by sharks so I could take them all with me.
Man, can you imagine you eat some lettuce, the next thing you know, you're waking up in the morgue. Like,
trying to be healthy. You're losing weight, but yeah.
Well, like I said, I think this is the third time for Taylor Farms. Now, like I said, Taylor Farms has farms all over the place. And I think the first time that romaine lettuce was affected was a farm here in California, like an actual farm here in California.
Mm-hmm.
But if this company's had multiple issues, they got to do something.
Yeah, that makes you wonder, like, what are they doing? Like, how are they getting human feces on the...
A few ways.
Don't Lee. Don't do it.
What are they doing? You know, I watched a Netflix documentary about this cult, right?
Yeah.
And the cult decided, like, you know, the cults, those like cults that get the idea that like the world is an enemy and they've got to like take out the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
So they decided what's the most like effective way to take out the enemy, the outside world that's an enemy. So what they did is they like mixed up some concoction of like poison or something like that. And then they went into like salad bars and restaurants and stuff. And they were like, had little spray things hidden. So they're like spritzing the salad bar with whatever they had concocted up in their cult, you know?
That's some Joker shit right there.
That's some serious shit.
Yeah.
So, but that's terrifying. How easy is it to like concoct some bucket of stuff that you then put in little squirt bottles and then But it just makes you wonder, is that kind of stuff going on? Like, does Taylor Farms have somebody that's
purposely trying to do this?
Shitting in our lettuce.
Yeah, shitting on lettuce.
Some disgruntled employee.
He's like, I hate this place.
That's like, you're not going to give me my promotion, you know? I'll shit on your lettuce, you know?
That's a disgruntled employee over there shitting on the cucumbers. So look out for those.
The security cameras are catching the guy with his pants down. Lettuce.
Of course, it has to be lettuce that was distributed to Taco Bell. Of course it does, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It couldn't be any worse for Taco Bell. They already have
a good way to disguise it.
Memes of
they've got the reputation,
sick off their food, right? Like
they're
so
like,
awesome.
I got the shit to Taco. They're like, okay, all right, it's a parasite.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, eat the Taco Bell all the time.
Like, it wasn't the parasites; it was just Taco Bell. You know,
it's just that Mexican
you gotta be wondering, like.
Imagine you like get so sick and you're like shitting your brains out for days on end, and then you go into the hospital and you test negative for the parasite.
Man, you know, Lee, you have a true gift, my friend. You like, no matter how bad something is, and you're like, this couldn't be any more weirder or worse. Lee's like, hold my beer.
You test negative for it and you're like, wait, what?
You're like, man, it's been exactly the incubation period for the Staphylococcus virus that I ate
like,
in my lettuce.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
It's like all of everything is lined up perfectly, and they're like, you don't have it.
You just have a bad diet. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I think we could call it there. I think that's pretty good. That's a good way to end
I think we should go for another hour just on this.
How many more?
I think this is a lot of material here.
How many more jokes at Taco Bell's expense?
Like, we don't want to leave this one. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
We just got a comment. Let me see. It says, guys, rename the podcast to Shitty Lettuce.
See, that's great. This is great. Live comments. I love it.
I didn't realize we had the chat going. That's good.
Yeah.
It was a super chat, guys.
Yeah, we got to close the chat, man. It's not good. All right, everybody, we're out of here. Peace out.
Bye-bye.